there are some new habits I've been doing recently that have been so transformative, so dramatically life-changing that I had to come on here immediately to share with you. I have been feeling the best I ever have in my entire life, and I swear it is because of these things. So without further ado, let's get started. The first is light therapy. This is something I heard from Dr. Huberman, who is a neuroscientist professor at Stanford, and he says that if there is one single thing that he recommends that every single person do to help their physical, mental, emotional well-being and sleep, it is light therapy. And it could not be easier. It is just exposure to early morning light every single day for 10 to 15 minutes. And there is a specific way that you need to do this. So within the first hour of waking up, ideally immediately upon waking up, you go outside and you expose yourself to the early morning sunlight. So early morning sunlight has special qualities. The contrast of the yellow and blue light helps set your circadian rhythm. It helps with your hormone production, energy level, and you have to be outside without sunglasses on. You actually want your eyes to absorb that natural sunlight. Don't stare directly at the sun. Just sit outside for 10 to 15 minutes. Even better, go on a walk, because then you get the double benefit of walking. I have been so energized daytime, and I fall asleep easily and effortlessly at night. Like, it is actually crazy. Never in my life have I fallen asleep and slept so well. Oh, but that's not all. I'm a little extra. So I actually do 2 forms of light therapy. I also have a light therapy mask that I use. I do red light, which has a number of different benefits for your cellular activity, for stimulating collagen production, for mood. But I do my red light therapy 3 to 4 days a week, and I will listen to an audiobook and just go under the light for 15 to 20 minutes. And that has also been making me feel great. And I feel like it has helped with my skin. Number 2 is meal prepping. I am telling you, if you have not started meal prepping, it has been so amazing. And what this allows me to do is maintain a healthy diet with minimal to no effort, because as I'm going about my day, I don't feel like cooking 3 times a day. So now I only cook once a week for the entire week. Because what would happen is sometimes I would cook healthy, but if I was feeling lazy, if I didn't have time, I would just end up eating like crap. I would order DoorDash, and then you don't feel good if you're not eating well. So on Saturday is when I pick my recipes, and what I've done is I went in advance, looked on the internet, and printed out meal prep recipes that look good to me. Where do I find these recipes? Pinterest. There's one website called Sweet Pea and Saffron that I like because she specializes in meal prep recipes. I printed them out, put them in this binder so I can look through and then pick what do I want for my lunch and dinner for the week. I make the same thing for breakfast, a smoothie. So I just have to think about lunch and dinner. On Sunday, while Capri naps from 12 to 2, it takes me about 2 hours to fully prep, cook, and clean everything. 2 hours, 1 day a week, and I'm literally set. It is so worth your time, and I've just committed to this. I put it in my schedule, and I feel like since I've been eating better, everything comes together. And let me tell you, I have saved so much money from buying DoorDash.
Hey, Brittany, this is Tom from DoorDash. I'm kind of just doing a welfare check on you. Are you alive in there? If you come back to us and order now, we'll drop the delivery fee from $28.99 down to $26.99. But it's only for a limited time.
Next up is a supplement I started taking that I swear by this so much. I have my mom, my stepdad, my brother, Ryan, my stepmom, and my dad all taking this exact specific supplement because it has had such a dramatic impact on me, and it is Curcumin. Oh my goodness. I noticed within 3 days, my mental clarity, my focus, my mood, my energy, like everything is just kicked up, dialed up to a 10 in the best way possible. So Curcumin is derived from turmeric, the really bright, flavorful spice. It is an extremely powerful anti-inflammatory, and a lot of bad things in our body are due to inflammation, whether it be chronic illness, disease, brain fog, joint pain. Like, so much in our body is linked to inflammation. So this is nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory. And what inspired me to start taking this, saw this doctor sharing this double-blind placebo study showing that Curcumin works as well as Prozac for mood disorders, for depression. I know that sounds crazy, but they've actually linked depression and mood disorders to inflammation in the brain. So I was like, you know what? It can't hurt. Some of you may know that I am on Zoloft, which is an SSRI. And I feel that since starting to take this, it has magnified the effects of my Zoloft. So this specific type of Curcumin by Thorne, they have this technology they developed to make it significantly more bioavailable. I think they even have a patent on it. So it's like 30 times more bioavailable, because normally turmeric does not absorb very well in the bloodstream. I'm always hesitant to talk about or recommend supplements because, of course, talk to your doctor. Next up, I'm gonna kind of put 3 and 4 together, and this is just overall helped with my focus and mental clarity, is I broke my addiction to my phone. But what I realized is this was holding me back in my life because I was constantly compelled to check my phone every 5 minutes. Specifically, my vice was Instagram. But every time I was checking my phone, it would break my focus. So what I did, I got an app blocker. I was able to lock down certain apps that were distracting me during certain hours of the day. So from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., I wasn't able to access my most addictive app. So I blocked Instagram and TikTok, and then I also put my phone on silent so I wasn't constantly checking my messages. So it took about a week of having that app blocker on here that I was able to just release the addictive element of it. And last habit that has very, very dramatically changed my life. I want to make an entire video on this because it's my passion now, and that is reading. Studies have shown that reading for just 10 minutes a day can lower your stress levels by 68%, which is pretty powerful. And that is because your brain, as you're reading, it focuses your concentration, it lowers your heart rate, and it puts your brain in kind of like a meditative state. Reading fiction books actually helps develop and increase your IQ and EQ, so your emotional intelligence. It helps build your vocabulary. Here's the kicker, okay? This is what I've realized, is it really can give you a big dopamine boost because your brain has a hard time distinguishing between reality and what you're reading. So as you're reading these stories and experiencing these things in the stories, it is activating the same parts of your mind, your brain, as if you were experiencing them in real life. So for like 10 years, I pretty much only read nonfiction books. I was always trying to improve myself, learn facts and new things. And what I've realized is that there's a place for both. So usually I listen to nonfiction, and then for relaxation at night, I read fiction. And what I started to do at the beginning of this year is I gave myself a challenge to read one book in each major genre of fiction, because I feel like a lot of times we get stuck in a trap. Like I had only read mysteries and thrillers when I did read fiction. So I read a sci-fi book, and that was Project Hail Mary, which I was so surprised that I loved it as much as I did. And then I read a fantasy book, which I really did not think I would like. And lo and behold, fantasy is probably my favorite genre. I read on a Kindle just because for me, I like being able to read one-handed. There's a special warm light that's built into this that does not give you the same effect as like watching TV with the blue light. So it doesn't affect my sleep, but I can read in the dark at night. So I'm a Kindle person. Ryan prefers physical books. I can't tell you of all of these 5 things if one has a bigger impact than the others, but all together, they're all very easy, simple things you can try, you can add into your routines. For me, they have been so powerful. Also, special secret giveaway for anyone who has watched to this point in the video. I appreciate you. Make sure you are subscribed, following me here, and I'm going to give away one of my LED light masks to somebody watching randomly down in the comments. All you have to do is make sure you are following me and have that notification bell turned on. Leave any comment down in the description box. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon with a new video.